Yes, today we're here with the Honda CUV 2025 model year. It's an electric scooter, or the new entry from Honda into the higher class scooter. We already had last or 2 years ago the EM1, I think it was called, or something like that. It only went up all the way to 45 kilometers an hour and was very expensive, around 6,000 euro. This is now a little bit faster scooter, and it is a little bit cheaper, so that's definitely a plus. However, Honda saved on some things, also the safety, which I don't like. We don't have ABS, for example, which is a very big bummer. Anyways, let's get to the controls, the display and the storage space. So on the left hand side of the handlebar, first of all, if we go a little bit to the front here, we have actually a little parking brake here. We can, pull towards us with the brake lever. And when we have locked the rear brake by the way is also not a disc brake. That's another thing which I don't like. We only have a drum brake. Okay, then we have all the controls here. We have high beam, low beam, passing light. We have the controls for the display here. These buttons here on the left hand side are for the left hand side of the display. The display apparently is not touch screen, so another kind of a strange thing, but oh well, you shouldn't be touching it anyways while you're riding. We have a little joystick button. I don't really know why they didn't take the control unit from their other display, which is much nicer to operate. We have the horn here. We have a blinker switch here, which works nicely. On the right hand side we have the throttle, we have the brake lever for the front disc brake. We have a mode switch here, eco mode here. We actually can do that already while we're standing. As you can see, we have standard now, and we have sport here. We also have another button here. We have the starter button, which is basically like a ready button for on electric scooters. And we have the reverse. We can go a maximum of 3 kilometers an hour in reverse. So let's quickly get to the display here. First of all, on top of the display on the left hand side we have the total mileage, which is 45 now. Then on the right hand side on the top there we have all the info, connectivity info, Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, and we have a clock there. We have a total battery capacity indicator here in percent. You will always see the speed there, when you're riding. Now we're standing still, that's why it is like that. What else do we have? We can go into the menu. As I said, the buttons on the left here are for switching the displays here. So we go into navigation. I can only show you what the screen looks like. This is it. It looks pretty nice actually. However, I cannot, you have to upload your from the RoadSync app. The RoadSync app is actually a different one. It's called RoadSync Duo. So we need a different app for this scooter, which is a bummer also. And we can upload, or we have to upload the route from your phone to the scooter, but this upload doesn't work for me. Anyways, with the buttons here, we go down, we go to telephone. We can call or accept calls when you actually have a Bluetooth headset in your helmet. We have the music. I just saw that we actually have the German language here. We will change it now. We will change the language live here. I hope that works. So we go to a language here and change it to English. Where is English? It should be up here. Okay, yeah, we don't want US. Let's go to UK. So we have selected the English one here. You can change the distance units, of course, the clock format. So that is pretty nice. And so yeah, everything is in English now. And yeah, that's basically the display. When it comes to storage space on this scooter, we have a cubby hole on the left hand side. The flap of the cubby hole is very flimsy and looks very cheap somehow. No, it feels cheap. On the outside it's not so cheap, but inside, it feels very cheap. Inside we have a USB-C connection here. About 4 of my hands actually can fit in the little cubby hole. On the right hand side We have the ignition switch, everything is keyless. We have a seat opener here. I just show you the key here quickly. This is what the key fob looks like. And we can open up the seat for you now. Let's go to seat and open the seat. And here is this under seat storage. The seat itself, actually the top of the seat is not bad, but inside also it looks very flimsy. We don't have anything here, no spring loaded, nothing, and it looks, yeah, it feels cheap. We have a little compartment here for all your documents. We have the tools in there, and also a little compartment there. I will take out one of the batteries. That's how it works. You just pull the lever to the left, and then it basically releases the battery. Here's the battery. It comes with 2 batteries, so it's fully stocked here. One battery weighs about 10 kilos. You can only charge the batteries outside of the scooter, so you have to take them into a charging dock, which you will get with the scooter, luckily. And you cannot charge the scooter or the batteries while it's standing, and from the outside you cannot do that. Since we don't have any space underneath the seat, at least they gave us a free top box holder here, or whatever you want to call it. Unfortunately, they do not give you a free top box with it. That would have been even better for that price. We also have only one shock absorber here, as you can see. And that's all I can tell you about this scooter for now. Let's get on the road here with the Honda CUV E 2025 model year. Let's go. So the seat height is not too bad. I will put it on the screen. I forgot already. I'm getting really old now. No, I am already really old. We can switch the screens here. This is the main screen, the home screen. And down here we have navigation. Yeah, second most important thing. Then we have telephone, calls. We have the setup. We have music, and that's about it. Let's go to the navigation just for a short while. Okay, we have 62% left. That's another little plus for this scooter. Although, you know, the range is very limited, of course, but we have 60% in the battery left. And the route, or the route that I selected to go back home is 12 kilometers. So we use up, or will we be down to 46%. So that's pretty nice. Actually, we have turn by turn. We have the map here, which is a really, really nice display. I always wanted that on all scooters, but it's coming very, very slowly. Anyways, we are in Econ. We can switch it here. Let's go. Okay. So you have to press a reverse button, and you have to press the left button. So it's like a safety measure as well. Both hands on the handlebar here, so you can go and park in reverse, or if you're going up a little incline or something like that. Anyway, it's pretty nice. So let's go. We're in eco mode now. We have another 16 minutes before we're back at the dealer. As you can see, Econ doesn't do anything really here. It's very slow in acceleration, so maybe good for the battery and for the range, but of course, let's put it into sport mode. The sport mode is really punchy. Actually, it's pretty nice. You can see the display getting darker, changing if you select actually auto. That is also pretty nice, but I mean, everybody has that. Whoever is going to buy this, you know, definitely will use the sport mode most of the time, unless you're really in a pinch and you need to save energy. Then maybe you set it on eco mode. Because with the modes, not the top limit is restricted, but actually the real output of the motor, which is pretty nice and very intelligent, or smart, I would say. Even when we're in the map display here, as you can see, we have all the relevant information. We have the speed here, we have the riding modes, we have the battery percentage, so everything you need is still there. Of course, we can switch it back to our normal main screen or home screen. It is a 6 kilowatt peak motor, so they said it's peak. So I assume it's maybe 3 kilowatts nominal power. So I don't really like it that they don't give you every data. You know, they just want to, yeah, they don't want to really tell you the truth. Okay, 6 kilowatt is not so bad, but if you say, okay, the normal power price is only 3 or something. Yeah, since we're not going up to all the way to 100, I will still do the 0 to whatever, maybe 0 to 50, so you can at least get a little insight as to how quick this is. Maybe if you compare to my other videos. We have the sport mode activated. Go. 50. 80. That's about the maximum we can get here. We're going down the hill maybe with 93, 94. I think it's actually limited. So even if you go down the hill, you cannot go faster than that. And according to Honda, they said the maximum speed is 83 kilometers an hour. We have quite a lot of bunny hopping, as you can see, which I don't like. So it's maybe not well balanced, the front wheel or something. I don't know, maybe they should put on some weights or so. Yeah, I'm on maximum power here. It feels fairly restricted here now. Let's see how much battery percentage we will lose when we go up the hill. We are currently at 54%. And I'm still going here with full power. It says the range is 41 at the moment. Yeah, the steep incline is kicking in here. But it actually keeps the 84, 85. That's quite amazing. I thought it would actually be lower. Someone from Italy. Hello to Italy. Okay, still full power if you are still wondering what I'm doing here. I have full power. We have 75 now on the speedometer. Can we still go back up to the rated speed here, which it actually is supposed to go? Yeah, we're going down the hill now. I will go to in the right lane to not block the traffic so much. As you can see in the middle quite nicely, we see the display, the turn-by-turn navigation, which is pretty nice actually. As I said before, if you don't choose to have navigation, you will see the speed in bigger numbers in the middle. Go back to the navigation, and now you can see the navigation screen here. We have a selection of 4 lanes where we have to go. Actually, it says I should go to the right, but I'm sure the navigation is correct and it is faster, but I don't know where she wants me to go. So I'd rather not do that. But okay, in 1 kilometer now it says, yeah, that should be correct. Sorry, I'm just a person who cannot read the navigation correctly. That's what it is. Now, you know, in the tunnel, as you can see, everything is darkened in the dark mode, which is pretty nice. It is really a very, very nice display. And this kind of display also with the brightness, which is definitely enough, should be on all of the modern scooters, with a nice navigation, with all the info to the battery, with the range, everything there. No experiments, people, you know, just do it like what the Honda actually did. Pretty nice. So my battery went down quite a bit. Now we don't see the percentage anymore. We only see how many kilometers we can still go. But somehow I feel that it's also slower already. But you know, when you go up to speed from the very first get up and go, it is actually fairly quick, the motor. But when you're at higher speeds, you know, there's not much coming there anymore. Yeah, we can still go above 80 kilometers here, that's no problem. Anyways, I showed you everything. We have very limited space for your feet. I just wanted to add that as well. It is definitely a scooter where you sit like on a toilet. I know some people don't like it when I say it, but that's how it is. And yeah, it is Honda quality, but some things, some parts, you know, like this flap in the front, you know, is not really that great actually. And but definitely okay, at least he didn't go after me. He just decided, hey, we should cross the intersection quicker maybe. All in all, overall quality is good. Some parts, of course, you see it, you know, when you open it up, you feel that it's fairly cheap, cheap materials and stuff. But nevertheless, not too bad. The display is definitely a highlight. There are two versions available with connectivity and without. So watch out what you're getting. We have two colors available also. The big minus for me is definitely that we do not have ABS. And yeah, the other thing, underneath the seat, we do not have any storage space, only for documents. You know, there's no space basically at all. Very, very limited. And that's about it, I can say. We have 26 kilometers left in the battery. The range, yeah, 26. Okay, now it says 35% left. Okay, yeah, everything else, the connectivity, everything worked, but you have to be patient. Takes about 30 to 45 minutes, and you get a lot of gray hair while doing it. Sometimes it's easy. Usually with the RoadSync Honda, it's easy. This is RoadSync Duo. It's a different app you have to get. It was definitely not easy because you also need to make your hotspot available, Bluetooth hotspot or whatever you call it. No, Wi-Fi hotspot, sorry. And I don't know why they didn't do it the way with the other bikes they have. Why do they always have to find some other thing? Anyways, that's what it is. The new Honda CUV E 2025 model year. Oops. Thanks very much for watching. This has been a ride out. Take care. Bye-bye.
Cruising down the coast, sun on my face, on a brand new ride, taking my place. From scooters to beasts, every mile's a test. I push the limits, give you my best. Every twist, every